I've done a few tourist trap things, but not like a ton, really. Again, not really my thing. I know a couple of the boys, like, you know, have recommended me stuff like that, but for the most part, most of the fun I get is just going out at like 3 a.m. and wandering around to random places. I did walk up to this weird back alley shrine, but I decided not to go into it because I was wandering around and I found this like super duper old abandoned house in the middle of pretty dense neighborhood that was all relatively new, and this house had like these stained, very yellow orange windows with like blue and green on them that I assume were like, I don't know, from cardboard or newspaper that had been placed there a long time ago. And the house was like super old wood, where it looked like if you touched it, it would like fall apart because it was so like, you know, ridden with wood lice. So I decided not to do that because it was creeping me out, and it had those double doors that like slid open and were like old school. It looked like one of Shinri Senpai's horror games. Anyway, not like 2 spaces down from that, there was an alleyway, and I saw one of those old like big red gateways. You know what I'm talking about? Those is it called a Torii gate, I think? And I was like, oh, hey, cool, Torii gate. I'm not going through that. But I did walk down to the end of the aisle anyway, because it was like this weird, just out of nowhere fucking place. And I'd been walking for like 40 minutes away from where I was staying. And there was just this Torii gate facing a house, and it turned into another part of an alley where there was this very thin wooden structure with 2 closed gates and 2 coffee cups just sitting in front of it, kind of like they were like not to be disturbed. Like if you opened the door to the wooden structure, it would have disturbed them, but you had to cross the Torii gate to open it. So I said, I'm also not going through that. So I turned around and walked away the way I'd come, because it was really dark back there and there was no light. So I said, fuck it. Anyway, mostly I've been wandering around a lot. What else have I done? I've eaten a lot of good food, like a lot of good food. Some edamame. I've eaten a lot of like corn. I've eaten some konbini food. I tried my first fami chiki today. Like I said, I had my first ramen today, and it was raining, and that was great. It was delicious. Some of the best ramen I've ever fucking had, and they gave me these really thin slices of pork that I could put it in, and oh, it went so hard. And I got like extra bean sprouts and extra green onion in it. Oh, and it had shredded mushrooms. It was so good. Fami chiki, how was it? You know, it could have been the drink talking, but it tasted delicious. It was a little stretchier than I thought it would be, so it gave me that artificial chicken vibe, but like not in a bad way. It was all very soft. It was actually very tasty. But I was also a little staggering. So, you know, it seemed good. I'm making myself hungry, and I just realized I didn't bring any food in here. Oh well. Guess I'm fucked.